Hi everyone, welcome back. I went to the Birmingham's NEC yesterday for the memorabilia exhibition, which is like a Comic Con Expo type thing. Bought a whole load of DVDs, so I was just going to go through what I've bought. The first one, I didn't actually buy this DVD there, but Michael Berryman was there signing stuff, so I got him to sign my Hills of Eyes hard box. I bought this off eBay actually. A few days ago. It's a limited edition of 33 of them. This is number 29. I think they do them in different covers and everything, so there's loads of different Hills of Ice covers you can get, and this is the first one. But anyways, put to Michael Berryman. Cool guy to meet too. So chuffed with that. Next thing I bought, Body Bags, which is an anthology horror movie from Scream Factory. Comes in a slipcase from the States. And this is John Carpenter. I think Debbie Harry's in it as well. Actually, I've never seen this. I love anthology horror movies, and Creepshow. Actually, there's an old film from the '70s called Asylum from Amicus Studio, which I always loved. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this one. Next, another 80s film, Motel Hell, from Arrow Video. I bought a few Arrow titles, which I'm going to show you now. And again, this is an 80s slasher which I've not seen, but I'd never heard of it until recently, so look forward to checking that one out. This one I'm really looking forward to, The Stuff, basically about, it's sort of like Yakult or something like that, where they eat it and it then eats them from the inside, from what I can gather, but it's a bit like The Blob, I think, which I love the Blob remake, by the way, from the 80s, and if this is half as good as that, then I'm going to love it. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Next, from Scream Factory again, the Amityville Horror Trilogy. I picked this up for 30 quid there, which I thought was pretty decent value. Bear in mind, if you get it online, it's a lot more than that, if you buy it from the UK, obviously. So yeah, the reason I've got this, I've got all of the Amityville Horror films, even all the way up to the Amityville Asylum that was released a couple of weeks ago. And I really wanted to see the third one in real 3D, which, as you can see, this one has. So I'm going to go through all of the Amityville films, from the first one through to Amityville Asylum. There's also a documentary, My Amityville Horror, which I've got. I'm a big fan. I know there's going to be some really bad movies in the whole series. I've never watched them back to back. When I say back to back, I'm not going to watch them in one day, but I've never watched them in sequence before, and some of them I've not seen. So I'm going to do that probably start in the next week or so, and put up a couple of videos of my thoughts. And then I've also got, from Blue Underground, Maniac Cop 2 and Maniac Cop 3. I've got the first one to watch, never seen any of the trilogy, but again, they had these at a good price on a stall at the NEC, so I thought I'd pick them up. Actually, they're really nice slip covers. They're sort of embossed and everything. Actually, Blue Underground normally are fairly low budget releases, but they seem to be going down the Scream Factory route with these. They're well presented. Not huge. Yeah, I mean, they've got making of and deleted scenes. So yeah, I mean, they seem to be putting more effort into their releases. And I've heard some good things about these films, but so yeah, I'm looking forward to watching them. And then finally, yesterday, I bought Slaughter High. Again, this is on the Arrow video store. I had this on VHS in the 80s. I haven't watched it for a long time. I can't even really remember anything about it. But again, another 80s slasher, which I'm looking forward to seeing. And then I'm just going to show you now some other Blu-rays and DVDs that I bought, which I watched recently. Now, this first one, Texas Chainsaw 3D. I've got the American version of this, which is, for those of you that know, is cut, or it's the NC-17 version. This version from France, which I got from Amazon.fr, is version integral, which means uncut version, and I can confirm it is definitely the uncut version in 3D. So if you like this movie, I would seriously consider getting this. It's again, nice slip cover, lenticular slip cover, a bit like the American version, really. But yeah, it's I enjoyed it. I've seen this about 4 times now. There's one line in it which is shocking, which I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but when you hear her say this line, you'll know what I mean. Okay, now, again, these films I think are absolutely amazing. I've heard on YouTube, I heard a couple of people going on about Cold Prey and Cold Prey 2. They're Norwegian slasher films set in the snow in the Norwegian mountains. The second one, I would go as far as to say, is the best slasher sequel I've ever seen. I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. They were made in 2007 and 2008, I think. There are 3 of them, and the third one you cannot get with English subtitles for love nor money. It just doesn't exist. I did actually download a version of it off a illegal website, but it only downloaded 2/3 of the film, which was a bit irritating because I got to the good bit at the end and then it cut off. And I then separately downloaded the subtitles. Now these 2 are the American versions. Cold Prey 2. I think the second one comes with an English dub, which I won't watch, but some people might prefer it. But they both come with English subtitles. You can get an English double pack, which I actually have, but I got these 2 because they have a bit more in terms of special features, like alternative ending and what have you. So anyway, I still have the English double pack, and if anyone wants it, just drop me an email. Or drop me a comment below, and I will happily send it to you. I can't recommend these films enough if you like 80s slasher films, and they're modern versions really, but really, really good. In fact, I liked it so much, I then bought the Blu-ray of the first one because, again, in terms of Blu-ray, the only Blu-ray you can get with English subtitles is this version from Sweden. Fritt Vilt is the original title of Cold Prey. So I wanted to see what the snow scenes look like in HD, so I thought it was worth the investment. Anyway, so if anyone wants the English Region 2 double pack of Cold Prey and Cold Prey 2 Resurrection, as I said, let me know. Okay, next up, old film. I know the sequel's coming out, so but I didn't realise that the American version is actually unrated. The UK version isn't. I think there's a couple of extra scenes in it, which I think may be extras on the UK version. But I just wanted to see it all in one film, really, and I picked it up cheap off Amazon. So I bought that as well. Great film. Gravity 3D. Now, I do like my 3D movies, I have to say, and this... well, I mean, it absolutely blew my mind. The 3D... it's a very simple story. If I explain the story to you, you'd probably say, well, what's the point of watching it? And I would go as far as to say, if you haven't got a 3D TV, I don't think you should bother watching it. If you do have a 3D TV, you must buy it immediately. That's all I'm going to say. But I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful film. Great piece of filmmaking, and just draw. I can't even say it now. Jaw-dropping effects. So I would go and pick that out. And finally, Skinwalkers I bought. I've not watched this yet. I think it's an alien. It says based on true events. It probably means it isn't. It's an alien film, alien abduction film. Quite cheap. I think this is only $10.99 or $8.99 on Blu-ray. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what that's like. So okay, there's Mike Barryman from Hills of Ice. He's doing the signing here.